Today, I'm announcing the lifting of restrictions on close contact services and also lifting restrictions on recreational and athletic facilities and activities.
South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster a short time ago tonight announcing the state will continue to open up and ease the restrictions on businesses with that close physical contact like salons and barbershops. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Scott Wickersham.
And I'm Erica Bryant. As you mentioned, that change includes places like salons and barbershops, which so many of you have been asking when you'll be able to go get your hair cut again. South Carolina first forced all non-essential businesses to close back on April the 1st, and then on April 21st, lifted some of the restrictions on businesses like department stores as long as there was social distancing in place. And then today, another change as restaurants can now reopen their indoor dining areas. And then the big announcement this afternoon that on May the 18th, next Monday, stores with close contacts like salons and gyms will be able to reopen. Now, the state is pushing to get small businesses back on their feet, and there is pretty broad support for the move among a lot of people.
Our South Carolina Bureau reporter Greg Suskin is joining us live now to break down these changes that are announced today. Greg, this is an announcement a lot of people, though, have been waiting for.
Yeah, it certainly is. And here's the reason why. Look behind me here, this big, huge, empty parking lot outside of a business. This is clearly what the governor of South Carolina says has gone on for long enough. And he has consistently reopened the state piece by piece over the last 3 weeks. Today, as you said, adding public schools, all kinds of salons, places like this, fitness centers and gyms as well, all that can open 1 week from today. But if you dig into some of the details of this is not going to be an easy task for these businesses. There are all kinds of restrictions and guidelines that DHEC has released depending on the type of business, from having employees wear masks and PPE to having their businesses run by appointment only, limiting the number of people in stores, putting signs up everywhere so customers know where they can be, doing a complete cleaning after every person gets out of a chair. Lots of different things that businesses have to think about, and the governor put a lot of that responsibility on the owners of these businesses to decide exactly when and how they're going to do it over the next week. Now, people I talked to today certainly in favor of people going back to work as soon as possible, but they're also concerned about the possibility of a spike in the number of virus cases.
You want to support people and you want them to be able to make money, but you also don't want to be spreading germs around and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard.
And of course, as you also mentioned, today's the first day in South Carolina you can walk into a restaurant and sit down and eat if certain rules are followed. And that's really the point. This is a great deal of work and preparation for these businesses that are going to be planning to open over the next week. It's certainly not as simple as flipping the light switch back on and turning that sign from closed to open. There's a lot of preparation that has to be known over the next week to get these businesses back open again. Back to you.
Exactly, Greg. It's not a free-for-all. People have to be responsible, the business owners and all of us as customers and citizens. Thank you.
So let's say you're at a job that is now opening up again and your boss says, all right, we're ready for you to come back to work. Well, what if you don't want to or are scared to? I want to bring in our consumer expert, Jason Stujenki now. And Jason, some people might not feel safe going back on the job. Other people might be making more money collecting unemployment from the federal government right now and the state government.
Yeah, that's right, Scott. You know, basically, this is going through a lot of people's minds. I'm seeing a lot of emails about this. And the short answer is, if your boss invites you back to work and you say no, you're probably playing with fire. I know that sounds pretty harsh, but it's true. You're basically refusing a job. You're basically quitting, and you could lose your unemployment benefits because of that. Now, you'd be stuck looking for a job during a recession, and on top of that, you'd have all this competition out there. So that's not a good situation. Now, if you feel there is a health reason why you shouldn't be returning to work, the first thing you should do is go ahead and get that in writing, get your doctor to basically give you a doctor's note, and then go talk to your boss. You may still have to end up going back to work, but ask your boss to make special arrangements for you. You may be legally entitled to them under the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ask for paid sick leave. You may be entitled to that under the much more recent Families First Act. But I always say, always try the front door first. Go ahead and talk with your boss. Tell your boss your concerns. Maybe your boss thinks he or she is doing you a favor, letting you come back to work sooner than other employees. doesn't realize that that's not the case, and that way maybe somebody else can start ahead of you. You could get more time off, and then everybody wins.
Yeah, some good advice. Definitely having an honest discussion with your employer. So people, if they go back and they might say to themselves, you know, I actually think like we're not doing enough here to keep people safe. We're not following the social distancing. What should people do if they come back to that environment?
Again, start with the front door, talk to your boss about it, tell him or her your safety concerns, and like I always say, put that in writing as well. That way, if things don't go the way you want, you could always go ahead and file a complaint with the government. On the federal side, of course, you have OSHA. On the state side, the Department of Labor. And again, put that all in writing. I can't emphasize that enough.
All right. Jason, thank you.